All right, thank you guys for tuning in on this Tuesday afternoon. We mentioned Sunday that we had some special updates and some special news that we'll be sharing today. And so looking forward to sharing this news. I know that you're probably on the edge of your seat right now, but we definitely have a couple things we want to go over. And I would say before we even jump into this, appreciate your patience leading up to this, but equally, we appreciate your continued patience as a staff, as leadership. We're still figuring things out. A lot of this is going to be a learning curve. It might be some week-to-week transitions, just trying to figure out what's going to work best for us as a ministry. But excited to share this news. We've been looking forward to a long time being able to come back together physically. Have a couple of dates. Want you to go ahead and pencil in your calendar. The first one is this: May the 31st. May the 31st. Of course, that is a week from this Sunday, so we're not counting down weeks, we are counting down days. May the 31st, we've got a special service planned. I will say this: it's going to be a different service, probably a Sunday morning service like we have not had, that I've experienced, or if we've done anything like this, it's definitely been a very long time. But Sunday morning, May the 31st, we are going to have an outdoor service that will be out in the ball field. So looking forward to that. We're going to have a stage set up, and there's actually going to be several different options. For how you can participate in that service. We understand that going into this, different families have different preferences, and I will tell you this: as a staff and as the pastor, I'm completely committed to understanding, valuing, as well as honoring each particular preference. And I just want to let you know going into this that we are trying to keep that in mind with how we schedule, how we plan, and how we format. But on that Sunday morning, here's the first thing that you need to just remember from this day forward. Typically, our Sunday morning services are at 9 or at 10:30. This Sunday morning service on May the 31st will be at 9:30 a.m. There's several reasons for that. The first and the main reason is this. You guys know that, hey, we're in the South. We're in South Carolina. We never know how the weather is going to cooperate, but it could be extremely hot. So starting a little bit earlier hopefully will give us the opportunity to not be out in the sun in the heat of the day, but try to get in a little earlier so we can beat some of that heat. So that is 9:30 a.m. on May 31st. The different options. On the ball side and infield side of the fence, we'll actually have an area set up in front of the stage that is designated for sitting. If you want to bring a lawn chair, I encourage you to do that. Bring your families. We are going to encourage social distancing. Hey, out in the ball field, there's plenty of room to spread out, so you are more than welcome to bring a chair to sit there in the outfield and to watch the Sunday morning service. And so excited about the corporate worship together. And so that is definitely one option. If you do not bring a chair, if you don't have a lawn chair, we definitely will have metal chairs available for you to utilize. So looking forward to that. Also, another thing is that you may say, hey, I'm ready to come back to church, but I'll be honest with you, I'm just not ready to be face-to-face with people. Once again, we honor that. We respect that. So on the outside of the outfield fence, we're going to have a designated area specifically for cars to park. We'll have speakers set up to where you can still hear, you can still see, you can still be a part of the service from inside your vehicle with your family. We do want to give you that option. And kind of a third option, you may say, I'm still just not there. I'm not ready for an on-campus service at all, sitting down or in my car. Hey, this service will still be live streamed. You can watch it just as we have been watching services, and feel free to do that. Once again, we're not expecting every single church member to be here on that Sunday morning. And we respect that once again. We're definitely looking forward to May the 31st. And once again, when you're here, encourage you guys, we'll have some signs set up. I do ask you guys to pay close attention to the signage. We're going to have some people set up, just to help kind of instruct and to give directions. And we're going to try to make this as easy as possible. But that is May the 31st on Sunday morning. You may say, what if it rains? If it rains, obviously, we're not going to make you bring your umbrellas. If it rains, we will have a virtual service once again on May 31st, and then we'll transition on June the 7th to our new format that we are anticipating at least for the month of June. So if it rains out on 31st, June the 7th is going to be the same regardless. So here's how June the 7th is going to look. It's going to be a Sunday morning services. We're actually going to have two different Sunday morning service options. The first service, the early service, will be at 9:30 a.m. And this is who this particular service is for. We're going to ask, maybe if you're over 55, you're a senior citizen, or if you fall into the category of high risk because of health or health concerns. I mean, this Sunday morning service at 9:30 is for you. We're calling that our high risk service, and once again, we're looking forward to that. You may say, where's it going to be? Man, that is going to be in the auditorium. You say, what did you say, Pastor? Once again, starting June the 7th, services in the auditorium. The first service, 9:30 a.m., high risk service. There'll be a second service option. That'll be at 11 a.m. So at 11 a.m., what we're anticipating is 9:30 to 10:30 and then 11 to 12. So at 11 a.m., that will be for anyone else who does not fall into that criteria for the high-risk service at 9:30, and definitely looking forward to that. At this time, at least for the month of June, there's not going to be life group, Sunday school classes, children's church, or nursery. So what does that mean? Is our kids welcomed into service? Absolutely. Your kids are welcomed into service. We understand there's probably going to be some cries. There may be some outbursts. Hey, we are okay with that. Once again, this is a new season. We're trying to do everything we can to accommodate our church family. So I ask you guys to be understanding. Parents, don't feel the pressure. Please feel free to come if you're comfortable coming. We're going to have some special things for your children specifically, but definitely looking forward to not just May 31st, but equally June the 7th with these two Sunday morning services. And once again, we can expect this format at least through the month of June. And kind of our goal, this is the first phase. Is it going to look like this for forever? I mean, I think we can equally say we hope and we pray not. But this will be an entry phase to kind of reintroduce physical services here on campus. But do want to let you guys know, our church family know, we are implementing some extra sanitation procedures before and after each service. We're going to be sending out some information this week to kind of outline and highlight some of that specifically. But once again, especially when we're indoors, do ask you guys, let's honor, some of you may say, hey, we're okay, we'll come, we'll sit in our spot. We are not worried about it. Understand there probably will be people here that are a little bit more hesitant about social gatherings. So we do want to respect everyone's needs for social distancing. And so do ask you guys to help out with that. In order to help out with that social distancing, we're going to have some new seating arrangements. Of course, the pews are still there. The pews haven't gone anywhere. We're going to get creative about how we can utilize what we have, but still stay at a healthy and a safe distance. So I ask you guys to help us out. Please understand that. Please be patient through this season. And we're definitely looking forward to things continuing to reopen and equally us being able to move on to a next phase. And I want to say, if you want to wear a mask, hey, feel free to wear a mask. I just want you to come to do what you feel like is the best and the safest decision for you and your family. And once again, I just want to let you know I'm on your side. The staff, we are on your side. We respect your needs. We respect your request. For now, for the time being, Sunday nights and Wednesday nights will still be in the virtual format. So once again, this is an entry level in the month of June. And hopefully in the days and weeks to come, we'll be able to announce some new updates about how we're going to re-implement other things. But like I said, this is a first phase. Once again, I just want to remind you guys, some of you may have received it today. If not, others may receive it tomorrow or Friday. And what that is going to be is simply a mailer. We're mailing out a letter that just highlights the schedule, and more so than just a letter, we do have some resources for you. For those of you that are visual, we've got some printed out visuals about kind of how the format will look on May 31st out in the ball field, some instructions about parking, as well as some other information that is valuable equally for June the 7th. We have highlighted that and tried to go over as much information as possible so you as our church family can understand. Do want to welcome guests. Hey, come and see us. I want to let you know, as a pastor, I am not in the business of taking someone from another church. But right now, if you have a church family, here's what I'm going to encourage you to do. Be patient with your pastor. Be patient with your leadership. Man, support your church. But if you are tuned in, if you don't have a church, if you don't have a place to go, man, we want to welcome you to join us on May the 31st. Of course, we look forward to seeing each and every one of you. If you're still not comfortable to attend May the 31st or June the 7th, our online services are still going to be available. Man, tune in, be a part, just like you've been a part. Want to say we appreciate your support. We love you guys. We love each and every one of you so much. Help us spread the word about this information. We're going to try to make this as easy and as available as possible. In the coming days, man, we will post reminders on Facebook, things that you can share with the schedule and with updates. But I want to let you guys know we love you. Man, cannot wait until May the 31st. Counting down days, man, it is going to be great. Here's what I want our church family to do. Man, pray and ask God to do something special that day. I'm a firm believer that God can use the season that we've been in for His glory. Man, that's my heart. I hope that's the heart of our church, is for ultimately God to get the glory. Help us spread the word. And once again, if you have any questions at all, please feel free to reach out, to send us a message, and we will do our best to give an answer or to find an answer. Love you guys. Hope that y'all have a fantastic evening and cannot wait to see you soon.